time of recording this is the 23rd of August, and tomorrow we're going to see the first iteration of Rillo's Trial, which is the replacement event for Army of the Dead. Initially I thought this would be another time slot based event at like 1 AM, 7 AM, 1300 or 1900, but it seems like, from what I can tell from this forum post, which I'm going to go over, it is closer in its format at least to Weirwood Memories. It seems to me more like a Expedition Beyond style of Weirwood Memories, and that Weirwood Memories is a unique version of the Weirwood tree. So we'll just go over this in the forum post and see what to expect, really. So with the closure of Army of the Dead event, we're excited to introduce the Rillo's Trial, from which you'll be able to claim various kinds of rewards to minimize the possible loss. So I think they were aware, especially with honor banners, Army of the Dead was such a huge way of bringing them in. On our Duke account we actually have some of these to spend. I should probably do that. I'll just do it after the video. The first Rillo's Trial will be available from August 24th to August 26th. Blah, blah, blah. Rillo's Trial is divided into 5 difficulty modes: Easy, Normal, Expert, Hell, not Master this time, and Nightmare. Each difficulty mode has 60 trial levels. 60 is a lot, especially if you go up through the difficulty stages. That would be 300 in total if it lets you do that. Maybe it'll just let you immediately do the higher difficulties later on. We'll have to see. Initially only the first difficulty, Easy mode, is unlocked. Lords will have to clear the 60 levels of the first difficulty before unlocking the next difficulty. This concerns me a bit. The first round of Rillo's Trial will only have the Easy mode unlocked. More modes will be available in future updates. So I'm assuming what this means is for any seasoned account, this first iteration of it will be a total rollover. And I feel like that could maybe leave a bit of a bad first impression, just because it will probably be really boring. But we'll have to see how that goes. You can check out your performance in the local rankings. So I'm assuming they're going to try and add in a competitive element on your own server. I assume that's what local means, where in Weirwood Memories we see people rushing to get their names on the stage completions quickest. There's probably going to be, I guess, a leaderboard there of who gets the highest stages, I guess. 60 levels of Rillo's Messengers. You have to summon a Rillo's Messenger and continue to complete the trial by using the special item Trial Endurance. Only lasts for 30 minutes after being summoned. Need to be summoned again after the time runs out. Don't forget to check out the enemy formation and buffs before attacking them. So similar to Expedition Beyond there again, where you can scout their formation and then counter it. So here they're heavy on Imp, so you'd want a Cav front. They don't have spear DPS. You could just run mono Cav into it. Realistically is probably best because they have so many infantry. Just loading up your buffs and troops to kill them fastest, and then you'll go neutral on the Cav, or just heavy Cav bias, Cav spear. That sort of thought process throughout the whole event is probably what you want to do. Summoning a Rillo's Messenger and completing the trial will both require using Trial Endurance. Trial Endurance is capped at 1500. Trial Endurance can be recovered over time or by using endurance items. There is no limit to how many times Trial Endurance can be recovered using endurance items. So when I first heard this, I thought it was just normal endurance and the terminology was just being overlapped, but it is slightly different. So here, Trial Endurance, it has its own regeneration rate, and the fact it's uncapped specifically for the event, I assume means it's totally different to world map endurance, and that will likely, if this becomes a big hit and the rewards are good and it's hard to get to the higher levels, make stocking this up in the VIP store potentially popular as time goes on. If this becomes a mainstay, we'll have to see how that goes, but people don't have infinite endurance items normally, so that's the main way of increasing your stocks of it, at least. The popular Castle Exterior, Winds of Winter, Refined Rough, Honor Banners, Badge Chests, and Speed Ups will be available once you defeat different levels of Rillo's Messenger. After clearing level 30, you'll be able to claim Winds of Winter one day. So this before was basically impossible to get unless you're in a very specific alliance. You kind of needed to be in an alliance without too many other strong accounts with you, so you could hog the waves on the wall. Because if you were in one of the top alliances, you're just splitting the kills over too many people. It's impossible to get highly ranked in Army of the Dead. So this makes that a little bit more accessible actually. Clearing level 40, 7-day Winds of Winter will be available, and 14 days after level 50. This sounds kind of crazy. After clearing the final level 60, you'll be able to claim a 30-day Winds of Winter. If this is a monthly event, that's basically a 24/7 castle skin, like the honor token one is. So, I don't know, that's interesting, because I haven't seen anyone use this skin in a very long time because of how awkward it is to get. And here are the rewards. You can see that the honor banners you get are crazy, to be honest. That is so many honor banners. I'm assuming those are badge chests and probably main material chests, not friendship chests, just at first glance. The rewards are pretty solid, and you can see up here that there are individual stage rewards too, so that isn't all you'll be getting. But going through 60 of these stages in 3 days, when it's 200 per stage, the maths on that seem a bit crazy to me, because you're going to need, what, 18,000 endurance, I think is the maths. Your own natural regen, see here down here, 1 every 1 minute 20. I don't know the maths on this in the moment, but I'm assuming you're going to have to use absurd amounts of endurance items to be able to get that level 60 down. So stocking up in the VIP shop just seems inevitable to me if you're going to want to get these top rewards. We get to see how difficult the combat is, obviously. Army size buffs will not take effect, just like Expedition Beyond. Don't forget to click exclamatory mark to check out the rules and rewards in game. So yeah, that's the event, that's what to expect. I mean, this video is going to be posted very close to reset anyway, so the video itself is maybe slightly pointless. Can maybe do first impressions in the event, we'll have to see, but here's what we're going to expect from this.